Dear Mercy Gono, there's a saying, to whom much is given, much is expected. But sometimes people misunderstand that. They think that when you have a lot, you have to do a lot. And they fail to realize that regardless of your social or financial position, you are still a human. So it is the only human that you will come out and be saying all the things that you're saying now because you have had trauma in your life. This is a very good time, Mercy, to seek professional help because it is very clear that you are coming undone. Some of the things that occurred with you are now catching up on you. So you are doing a whole series about the narcissist. And if truth be told, many of us have narcissistic tendencies because we're human beings. But there's some who have it worse than others. I agree. But we can't just look at the narcissist. We have to examine ourselves. What is it about us that is inviting or attracting these narcissists? Because you do have a trace of narcissism with you too, Mercy. And while we celebrate you breaking these generational curses and become the first of this or that to, achieve certain things in your family, at the same time, you don't help anybody. I've never seen you go on your platform and help anyone. You would never teach someone how they could start a YouTube channel and succeed without it being about you. Mercy, the gentleman that you met, the reason why he was able to do what he did was because you went with him, and after you decided to be with him, you said things about your baby daddy that, if truth be told, really caused a lot of persons to start resenting him or disliking him because of the stuff that you said, when you clearly are someone who do have these narcissistic tendencies too. You are very vain. When I say vain, vain, you would never let someone see you in your natural state. And it is nice to show what God does for us and what God is able to bring us from. But there's something about our blessings when we expose them the way you do. If you're growing or you're investing or your finances is great and all this stuff, it's okay to share some of that, but there comes a time when you have to understand that there are people going through some things in life, and it's not that they're not going to be happy for you. Because a lot of persons on social media, they forget that is the ones who watch their videos and share their videos and subscribe to their channel, that these are the ones who build them. Oftentimes, you YouTubers always come to show off on the people who built you. So you're not showing off the thing to say, hey, let me give you some information. It doesn't matter how much you gain, how much wealth you attain. You're still greedy, Mercy. You're greedy because people ask you questions about how they can start their channel and you charge them, Mercy. So you're talking about narcissism and narcissistic people. You're not above that title. And it's not that I don't like you why I'm speaking this way. I'm just speaking the truth. Okay? And listen, you see, when you complain about things that happen to you and that's helping you to heal, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have as much as you do, then go and seek counseling, because the relationship is over between that man. It went sour very early on because it started out with the wrong intention. He was looking for an opportunity to grow, and you were looking for an opportunity to expose your ex-man. Okay? And since you're on social media and you're coming undone, I'm saying seek help, seek counseling, trust and believe. I need it too. I've had to seek it too. There's no shame in that. But humble yourself. When you guys get elevated, humble yourself. And everybody doesn't have to see your portfolio and every dime that you have. After a while, the people that you expose these to are going to feel resentful because sometimes they're going through it and they don't have things the way you do. And it's just like in their face and the way you do it. And, I buy this BMW and I purchase this home and then I purchase this other home. And after you purchase the sixth home, nobody needs to hear about it. Right? Nobody really needs to hear about it. And then you want to equate yourself with people who are suffering, who are unemployed, who are hungry, who are poor. You want them to come and pour out their emotions on your problems when you're rich. So you're telling me that all these material things and all these goodies and beautiful things that you have, you're not happy? So time to work on yourself because you're not sharing your wealth. You're not sharing the wealth with somebody. Find a small YouTuber and give them some support. Find an individual who's a single mother and give her something so she can go back to work. Find somebody who is really going through a hard time and encourage them in some way. Someone wants to go for an interview, give them one of your outfits. Someone is pregnant or even married, but her baby daddy or her husband abandoned her. Give her some of your children, your daughter's clothing that you have piled up that you don't need. Donate some. Go on your channel and say, I have these clothes and, I can meet you somewhere or whatever and give these things to you. Too much is given, much is expected. Stop crying and moaning over something that happened that you clearly know this person was not right for you. And you're blessed that they're removed out of your way. And you're spending all this time. You know why you're doing this? Because something went wrong in a relationship recently. And you're crying about it. You're crying. The reason why you're talking this about narcissism and narcissistic people, it's because of your new relationship that fell apart. But you don't want to tell the people because you remember what happened in the last time. So you're coming out to talk about narcissists in the past. But in reality, it's your current relationship that ended and you need to talk about it and you're afraid to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it on social media. You can seek help from professionals. You don't want to feel ashamed. You don't want people to drag you like they always do. So the best thing to do is to go to seek counseling. You present yourself as rich, therefore you can afford a counselor or a therapist. Get a therapist, young lady, and really examine yourself. Rich people affairs and business don't concern people who are struggling. Most of the people you're crying to can't even find food for the day for their children or for themselves. They don't know their head from their tail. And after you're done dumping your problems over on the people and things work out, you're going to be showing off again. Stay blessed, everyone.